Yo, trying to get to work there. Excuse me. Technical issues. What's happening, everyone? Good morning. Happy Monday. Oi. Are we live? I only see one comment there. Okay. Here they come. Here they come. Here come the troops. We live. Good morning, everyone. Bus stop live check-in. Bus stop live check-in. What's going on, everyone? Back. Hello. Hello. My name's Eden Carney. I do this every morning at the bus stop ever since October 11th, 2023. Coming up on the 2-year anniversary of when I was jacked up by the popo at the bus stop and, arrested in front of my kids. Oh, with the school bus. All right. Anyway, jacked up by the popo in front of my kids and, well, I don't know if they saw it. It was in front of the school bus. I still don't know to this day if they saw it. Never. We don't broach it. We don't talk about it, But anyway, in case they try to do it again, we want to get it on film, but I don't think they're going to try to do it again. I think the case against me is collapsing with Mega Motion, and on top of the Mega Motion, there's also the Mega Motion dismissed, but Cosgrove recusal. I mean, that's good. One of those two. We got 2 shots here to take this down, right? To end this. One is Mega Motion to dismiss based on all sorts of issues with the grand jury that were not included in the first motion to dismiss because we didn't have a lot of the evidence that we had. They were withholding it before we filed the first motion to dismiss. So we filed the second one, and that's strong as hell. And it would be cool if he dismissed it based on those. But I'm told the judges don't really like to dismiss indictments. They like to leave it up to a jury. They're like they kind of respect the process. So like a grand jury has indicted you. We'll let it play out, go to trial. It's hard to dismiss in felony indictments, right? In general, a lot of people take pleas, figure shit out, whatever, But they're not going to do that with me because there'll be no plea. There's nothing to discuss. So that's one option, is dismiss. Another option is recusal and then failure to prosecute. And so we are going to make the case that Robert Cosgrove, who has recused himself from the 2024 indictments stemming from the Christmas Eve at the fake victim's house. He has recused himself from those, and they had 30 days to find a new prosecutor. It has been 5, so they have 25 more days left to find a prosecutor. And if they can't find a prosecutor for that case, which is really a simpler case, it involves one fake victim as opposed to several fake victims. And if they can get rid of the prosecutor for that case and not find a replacement, if he had to recuse himself from the McAlbert indictments, the 2023 indictments, then I don't see who would ever take on that case. Who would ever take on that case? Because you are walking into Mega Motion, you are walking into a pile of shit. You are walking into all sorts of shenanigans. You are working into a situation where the last guy left because he got sued by one of the witnesses. You're going to have to deal with Jennifer McCabe and all these entitled douchebags who think that they can just call you up and say, do something, and you have to like put Turtleboy in jail. And when you don't do that, then they criticize you and email you more. Who wants that stress in their life? Triple Dip don't want that. He did not sign up for this. He had no idea what this was, I think, when he signed up. So Triple Dip's what happened, him getting sued by the fake victim, was a blessing. He was just like, oh, okay, good. I'm out of this one. I don't have to deal with her anymore. But then there's the McAlbert one that he's still on. But, of course, she's a witness in that one, too. There's no getting around it. And that's the next motion that's coming out, motion to recuse him in that indictment. And so, and it's such a win-win for everyone because, all right, so who's it a win for? It would be a win for me, obviously, because It's not going forward. Okay. It would be a win for Cosgrove because he doesn't take the L. It's not really, he, he whatever. He has to go back to double dipping. Takes his triple dip money and runs. Nice little nest egg. He'll make six figures off of this, I'm assuming. Nice little added to the retirement, not sure. Fuck it. Let's go. That's not bad. Shows up in his freaking tennis shoes from Walmart with his, slacks. He doesn't give a fuck. He just does not care. He does not care. Puts in, some effort, but, he's overmatched. What's he going to do? He doesn't have the energy of Bradle and Betterow. What's he going to do? He doesn't have Turtle Riders back him. He's alone in there, He's fighting for people that don't show up for court, don't really care. Who's he fighting for? At least the O'Keefe family showed up for John O'Keefe's hearings. Like, none of the alleged victims ever show up for any of our hearings. So yeah, if you're him, this is the biggest gift he's ever gotten. He gets out of this fucking mess. So he wins if the McAlbert indictments are thrown away, and Michael Morrissey wins because Michael Morrissey does not want to drop these charges against me. That's a bad look for him. If he brought them and then throws in the towel after mega motion, like what's he gonna, he didn't want to do it with Karen Reed, but unlike the Karen Reed trial, like he needed to bring Karen Reed to trial because there's a dead body. Okay, there's a dead cop, and politically that's bad, and because somebody's got to be convicted. As you're the elected district attorney, it's your job to convict criminals, especially someone who kills a cop. You got to be on that. And the person that they arrested and indicted for murdering a cop was the wrong person. Okay. But they marched forward anyway because of politics. That's all it comes down to, is that they needed, like, I don't really care, you know? So it is what it is. But with me, there's nobody died. Nobody got hurt. Nobody fucking got a cut in their pinky. Nothing. All we're talking about is emotional harm that these people allegedly experienced a couple of years ago because I asked them questions and, you know, rightfully accused them of things that they quite obviously did, and their suspicious behavior in the aftermath of John O'Keefe's death, that make it seem to anyone with a brain like they are covering up a murder. That's all. I just brought that attention. So nobody got hurt. Nobody died. Right? Why do they need to go after me? Right? So they could bring me to trial, but a trial would be a fucking disaster for them. You got to put all these douchebags back on the stand, and then I get to testify, and I get to talk about all sorts of shit. I get to talk about why I did what I did, and we tell the whole jury, who's supposedly never heard of this before, like, you're not going to be able to object to those questions. Like when the Bradel's like, "Why did you do this? Why did you question Jennifer McKee?" Well, she Googled how long to die in cold at 2:27 a.m. She helped cover up a murder. So I felt it was, as a reporter, I was ethically obligated to ask her about that. And no matter where she was, if she's out in public, if she's at a lacrosse game, I don't know where else to find her. I tried to come to her house to ask her a question. She didn't answer the door. She didn't tell me to go away. That's another big thing. They never told me to go away. Not once did they ever tell me I don't want to answer any questions. In fact, Jennifer McKee appeared to be flirting with me by sending me half-naked pictures of another man. So, what's up with that? What's up with that? So, like, if you want to let me get into that, no jury's ever. Dude, I sold out the Wilbur. Like, let's not forget that crowd. That's the jury pool, bro. You put me in front of a jury of my peers, and I will tell them the truth. This is what I'm good at. I will tell them, if you're gonna give me a forum to explain why I did what I did. Oh, sure, no problem. Everyone will get it. Anyone with a brain will get it. They will never convict me of this. That is never ever going to happen. That I can assure you. Even they've all given up, man. The antis have given up. They're like, we're never going to convict them. And it's the easiest thing if everybody can just blame Lindsay Katani and Towel. Like it's just such a win-win for everyone. Like she sued the prosecutor and the lead detective. It's an out for everyone. She did everyone a favor by doing that. The only reason she did that is because I sued her. So that turned out to be a good idea. I mean, she defamed me, so that was not my plan. When I sued her, the plan was not to like, oh, this is gonna get her to sue them. I never saw this towel bomb coming. I never saw her like suing the special prosecutor in response to my lawsuit. Never saw that, But yeah, fucking traffic. I'm like 2 feet from my house, and I'm stuck behind the school bus. Happens all the time, but yeah. So like, I never saw this coming. I just thought that I don't like when people defame me. I don't like when people say that they're raped when they weren't raped. And maybe she takes that back. Maybe she's unwilling to admit. Like she obviously doesn't like being sued because she doesn't have a lawyer. She has to do all the work herself. She doesn't like working, obviously. She's got a nice little Substack grift going today. There's a guy on Twitter who I've been retweeting who actually bought the subscription. I think Jimmy bought it too, and because somebody's got to pay for it, somebody's going to get a couple people to buy it, and then they're sharing it for everyone. So basically, this idiot didn't like protect her content, and anyone on Twitter can just distribute it, and they are, and so I've retweeted an account that actually. It seems to be just boring gossip, shit about Colin Albert or something. I don't fucking know. Colin Albert, I think she got a crush on him. It's kind of weird. Kind of weird. Colin Albert called her pretty or something. That's what she's saying. It's like, this is what people are paying for. But hey, this is America. If you can find someone to pay you to do something, then that's the grift, man. That's the grift of capitalism. But it's gonna happen tomorrow because he's saying he has a medical thing. He says he's disabled and he's staying it. But we're gonna get him eventually. He does not want to do it. It's very clear. All right. Anybody have any questions, comments? Still great. Nice. Glad to hear. We love you, Boston Mike, man. Hope you're doing okay. Someone tell me who Frankie is. That's the fake victim's previous baby daddy who was in jail at the same time as me for the same exact thing as me after she said that he hit her and then violated the restraining order because she showed up to a CVS parking lot where he was, got in his car, refused to leave, and he got charged with violating an order against her. And that's who Frankie is. We always lose you in the garage. Well, I'm still here. All right. Anyone else got any questions or anything? What did you wear to the wedding? Oh, I had a nice little, with a light purple shirt that I wore on the day of the verdict with a purple tie, all that thing. I'm a purple guy, with the suit, obviously, looking dapper. Had to. All right, for today, Aiden. Working on legal shit, basically. I'm going to try to write some stuff. I've been trying to write a Monica Cannon Grant celebration article, but I've been unable to do it so far. But I will. All right, what else do we got? Did you do a speech? No, I did not do a speech. One of my other brothers was the best man. He's the youngest. I'm 11 years older than him. Have they officially logged the mega motion? Oh, yeah, it's been docketed before the hearing. Yes, I'm going on Justice TV today at 6 p.m. That's correct. You heard that right. 6 p.m. Monica Cannon Grant is sentenced. I forget. I'll be there no matter what it is. Stay tuned with that. Yeah, Grant has been sent a subpoena to testify in front of or to be deposed. And but he is claiming he is disabled and is trying to get out of it. We'll see how that goes. All right. All right. So, anyone else got anything to say? Any questions or anything before I get to work? Hope you have a great day. That's what I love to see, man. And so last night was having that show. It was good. It felt really good to get on there. I contemplated, like, should I do the show? Should I not do the show? Is there too much going on? And I'm like, no, the show, fuck that. The show must go on. You know, the bad guys don't get to win. People trying to sow division and problems, they don't get to win. That's not how it works. We got to keep moving forward, keep talking about the issues, right? Keep making fun of the bad guys, keep reminding people who the actual bad guys in the situation are, right? And that's it. That's it. Better Rose on with Lawyer now. Oh, I got to watch that. Oh, I got to watch that. Okay, I'll go watch that shortly. Probably get my day started with that. But you handled it maturely. Oh, thank you. It wasn't easy. Yesterday was like, I tried to zone it all out, and I'm on, watched the Patriots, enjoyed that, but I'd be lying if I said that, like, I wasn't, distracted. And I'll never forget people who never forget the people who turn on you in the darkest hour. When times get rough, the people who are like, I'm out, oh, you're a bad person, I'm out of here. I'll never forget that, because remember, the truth always comes out. The whole story always comes out. And remember with Lindsay Katani, when I was first arrested, some people were probably like, wow, this guy's throwing bitches on couches and shit. What's up with that? And boy, was there a lot more to that story, besides just the fact that she was lying about a domestic. Boy, was there a lot more. And with everything that you see on Twitter and stuff like that, just remember that there is always more to every story. And then that's it. Okay. So there's that. Don't let bad faith actors, ruin this beautiful thing that we've created here. And boy, is Bettero working like overtime. So I really appreciate all the donos, because Bettero is basically just full time on my case right now. He's fucking burning the midnight oil. It's amazing, amazing work he's doing. Yeah, you have to keep your circle smaller than most, unfortunately. Oh, at this point, no, and this is no disrespect to all the amazing people who I am close with, and just off the top of my head, people like Ernie, Lauren Murray, Eric. I could go down the line. There's so many people that I look to, and I'm like, I trust you 1,000%. But unfortunately, I'm so fucked up from all the betrayal that the only people I can legally trust moving forward are Bettero and Bradle, because they can't. You know what I mean? Like, and Olivia, I suppose, because Olivia's on my legal defense team. So, but yeah, there's that. Jess speaking about you on Saturday's show is moving. She was choked up speaking about her friendship with you. I got to watch the whole thing. I was so busy on Saturday. I watched Nurse Kim. She was a rock. She was amazing the other day. Yeah. Thank you. I appreciate it. And just coming on yesterday and seeing the signs of support from all you guys, and the reactions to some of this stuff on social media has been like very uplifting. Put it that way. You guys keep me going. I really appreciate that. Well, we need to get you off, Broken Baker says. Not in that way. Well, maybe some people. We'll see. Okay. Bradle is absolutely still on my case, but they kind of do. When you write a motion, both lawyers don't contribute to it. Like, Tim wrote the original motion to dismiss, right? He was much more involved in that one. Whereas like this recent one, Mark has been more involved in. Like, it's like, obviously we check in together, we go over stuff. Tim helps out. you know, but one person really writes emotion. It's not like both people are sitting there writing at the same time, you know. We go over everything, strategy, but once Beto is one of those people that, like, once he gets in the zone and he's at his morning coffee and he just digs into it, he's a fucking machine, just an absolute machine. And I just have my phone ready on standby for a Beto call, which happens frequently. Okay, I need this. Okay, what date did this happen? Okay, so here's time. Like, just the way he fucking spells it out is just, it is such a talent. It is so, it is the, like, it's amazing to what, he's a fucking machine. It's amazing, you know? Okay. You are too trusting. Tell me about it. Jay from Canton, dude. Just listen to Jay from Canton on the Nurse Kim played his thing. The Young Jerks played his thing. It happened at the end of the spaces that I went on the other night. And yeah, she was amazing. He's amazing, rather. I don't know who he is, but I'd love to shake his hand. Somebody asks, is Olivia paralegal? I don't know what her official role is. She's really a data analyst, I would call her. But she's, whatever she is, she's essential to my legal defense team. Essential. And she's been doing amazing work. So let's put it that way, you know. Over 8, yeah, we had a big crowd last night. I think a lot of people tuned in because they were thinking there was going to be drama or it'd feed into it, and I think they left disappointed when that didn't happen. So there's that. Who loves you, Doctor? You motherfuckers do. You do. I appreciate that, and I love you too. Okay, where's Plavin? He disappeared. Yeah, I mean, the grift was over with the Karen trial. It was over. All right, let me. Jay from Kent was so needed. He was. Yeah, I'm sorry, I'm behind. I'm on 8:55. I'm only 1 minute behind. I'm going to fast forward to the most recent comments. Okay. I only care about legal ramifications, not drama. Exactly. Talk to me when something legal happens, you know? All right, guys. Anyway, I'm going to get going, but I will see you guys all for the live show. When's the next one? Tomorrow night, right? Tuesday. So we'll see you guys soon, and we'll talk. We'll talk. All right. Peace.
It calls